Hi everyone, welcome back to Odd Animal ABCs. Today we're on to letter R, which stands not for rat, as you might expect, but for rock hyrax. And if you haven't heard of a rock hyrax before, they look similar to a large rabbit or even a guinea pig, and they're native to Africa and the Middle East. But even though they look more like a rodent, they're actually related to an elephant with whom they share an ancestor, believe it or not. They have similar teeth, toes, and skull structure to elephants. And they have these short legs, which you'll see here, which are obviously not like the elephant, small ears, whiskers, and brownish yellowish fur. So we'll go ahead and get started. Grab your piece of paper and a drawing utensil. And we're going to turn our paper short end towards us as we start today. And then grab your pen or pencil. And we'll start with the eyes. I'm going to start about halfway up my page towards the center. So 2 dots right towards the middle here. There's one, and I'm going to space them no more than 2 inches apart here. From there, I'm going to do my letter C around this left-hand eye. And then the other one, we'll do the backwards C around the right. Next, we'll do his nose. So they have a big black nose. So I'm just going to do a black oval right in between his eyes here, but a little ways down from it. Maybe a little bit smaller than the size of a quarter. Color that in. Next, we'll do his ears. He has small rounded ears, so I'm going to do an upside down U over the left eye here, and then the same thing over the right. So here's on the left side, and I'm going to do one more inside of it, like we've been doing to give the ears a little bit of depth. And then here's on the right. To give him fur across the top of his head, I'm just going to do a series of short little lines to cross from the left-hand ear to the right. And these can go in little different directions. They don't have to be all the same length. Next, we'll do his mouth. I'm going to do a curve starting over on the left here, connect it to the middle of his nose, and then do the same thing coming out to the right, so he's smiling. So there's one side, and then the other. To finish his head, I'm going to do the same treatment I did here with the lines, but I'm just going to take them turning down towards the bottom of my page, come underneath his chin, and then go back up the other side. And if you want to make these a little bit longer than the ones on the top, you can. So we'll come down to the bottom here, and then take those back up the other side, creating this rounded shape for his face. For his body, I'm going to do similar treatment and take them down in a curve towards the bottom of my page. So here's the left-hand side, and I'm going to leave about 1 inch or so space on the bottom here so I can do his feet. And then we'll do the other side just the same. We'll do his front feet first. They have rounded toes, so I'm going to do a series of 3 curves on the left-hand side here. There's 2, 3, and then we'll do 2 parallel lines coming up from there for his little stubby legs. Same thing on this second side here. We'll just make them go in the opposite direction. And then we'll do my 2 lines coming up. And then for his hind legs, I'm going to do 1 curve here, crescent shape, for his haunches. Same thing on this side. And then we'll add the toes. 1, 2, and 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. Finally, I'm going to add his whiskers. So 2, maybe 3 if you prefer lines coming out from his nose here. And there's your rock hyrax. I hope you learned some new animal facts today. We'll see you again tomorrow.